Hello guys, it's Hazonic here, and welcome to my episode 1 on Pentiment. So, I've had this game on my wish list for months and months now, and I've wanted to play it for so long, but I've been so busy with YouTube for the last, 6 months, 7 months, that I've just said, no, I don't have any time to play these sort of games anymore. Then it struck me, why not play this amazing game on my YouTube channel? I'm not expecting it to do very well. It's been about a year and a half since it came out, not much interest left in it. But if anyone out there is interested in watching a playthrough on it, or just watching me in particular play it, then you're in the right place. And I'm super excited to play it. How I want to do these videos is in a long format where I simply play the game, do a bit of narration over it, and give my thoughts on characters, give my thoughts on how the story's developing. I literally know nothing. I only have seen the Steam pictures and the Steam reviews, and I thought, this sounds like the perfect game for me. So I'm going in it completely fresh. Please don't spoil anything in the comments for me, but do leave some comments if you're also watching it for the first time. So, without further ado guys, let's get into Pentiment. Okay, so there are actually some different script types, some different font types. I'm thinking because I'm doing a YouTube playthrough on it, and I want you guys to have obviously the best chance to follow along and read along, and also so I can as well, when I'm trying to play it for YouTube, I think I'm going to go for the easy read fonts. Autosaves, that's brilliant. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Wow, look at this bit. So, I really am just scraping out tens of hours of hard monk work by just destroying this book. That sounds brilliant. Xbox Game Studios. I'm just not used to any sort of Xbox games. Like, the only Xbox games I know of are like Halo and like is Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's still an Xbox one? Or is that just a Microsoft one? Don't know, but it's going to be interesting to play one published by Xbox that has got such high reviews. That isn't something, you know, like Halo, like a shooter or mass-produced one. This one feels like a really bespoke, well-loved sort of like game that was made not for the mass markets, but just for people who, like me, are more into their niche historical titles. So it's interesting that Xbox did make this one. But was it Oblivion Studios, or am I completely making that up? Or Obsidian Studios, not Oblivion, Obsidian Studios. Or again, am I making that up? I think we'll find out quite soon. But gosh, I really like this music as well. That medieval flute. I can't even put my finger on it, but I like the you know, the Eminem like rap music that's turned into medieval style. I always like that, and got that feel to it. So 1518, Bavaria in the Holy Roman Empire. So a little bit later than the time period that I'm used to. I like that sort of 100 Years War period, like the 1300s, 14th century. That time, or like Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is the 15th century, the very early 15th century, all around sort of like the Battle of Agincourt times. This is a little bit later. Oh, but let's go in. Andreas. And the abbot said to me, Andreas. Oh, so here we go. So we've got the choice style for the game of being able to pick. So a little bit like The Walking Dead is what I'm thinking of, with multiple options of what we can pick. I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. Let's just say that. Up to the devil's work again, are you? Socrates. Are we watching some sort of play? What is this? You need to spend some time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. Hee. How did you reply to the abbot Andreas? Yeah, it is some sort of play. I apologised and said I'd be more mindful. I said it's not my father's fault that God made me this handsome. That is brilliant. I love it. You're insufferable. Alas, this Christian faith views desire less favourably than I did in my time. Oh, it's a longing for you, but instill in them a greater appreciation for beauty. Right, try telling that to the abbot next time, Andreas. Hee. Write the abbot's ire. You must endure. Soon you'll finish both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. You can actually click on that to access the glossary. I'm not sure where it's trying to show it to me. Oh. Okay. I'm not fully sure what I'm looking at there. I'll just go back into the game and let's continue. Oh, Beatrice has made it appear. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. What do you guys think of my female voice? I think it'll be over pretty soon. Let's not bring that one back. Oh, Jesus. You should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? Oh, who knows? That's not what I'm doing it. That's not why I'm doing it anyway. Growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. Fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? I don't know, your majesty. I will pray for your safety and a swift return. Grubian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Okay, I have literally no idea what we were just doing there. I can't tell if that was like some sort of play. I can't tell if this is a dream. Pay no mind to the other fools. What the hell is going on in this game? Ow! At least I would if they stopped stepping onto my feet. Where you going? Oh, John wants you to endure the abbot shit. But since I take you home and get the last word, don't let him run you ragged, boy. Ah! You pleased. Oh. This is like a proper beatdown. What is going on? I give up. Take me home, Grubian. Hee, as you wish. Chapter 1, The Baron. April 1518. Okay, so now I've actually got control of my character. And we can start interacting with the world around us. If we click, is that J? Yes, J, we get a little book up of the maps. Wow. Oh, wow, there's a lot on the map. We've got the X, I don't know how you say that. I assume that's some Latin word. Ex Libris. Our quests here, as well as the people. I assume it's like a little rundown of who they are. And then the glossary of just, you know, words that it's brought up that have explanations. So, how do we actually interact with the world? You just literally click on those. Okay, we really should clean this up. Okay, just do nothing about it then. How about you do something about what you want to do? The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Maron. Was that Farine? No, Ferenc. He's given me all of these books to read. Okay. Let's probably not go back to bed. Let's go downstairs to the house. Little Ursula here. We can actually chat with them. Nothing interesting going on there. Now, who the hell are these two? Bunch of babes in our... Clara, who's this one? Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Ordinary as far as sleeping goes. But as long as you didn't sleep poorly. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. That's nice. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Oh, what's she getting out? Is that a letter or a little parcel from Otto? Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Oh, so I thought that was what it was saying. We should have to pick one of those options. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Go on, spit it out. Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? If we raised it... Oh, what? How dare you? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes at the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual. I'm not sure if these options start to actually have, you know, effects, or if I can say anything that means nothing. I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. That sounds like the most sensible option to me. Of course, I understand. Hate to even ask it of you. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, just never seems to like it enough. St. Luke, bless you for helping us out. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. Only during the divine office that prior for rank allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The council don't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I'll go back to Nuremberg where I'll marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to university and now travelling the world as an artist? What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose I do. It does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in life. After a little too much fun. It must be rather frightening starting all over again. It is, but I know now that is what I want to do. This will, oh, bit of Walking Dead, telltale there. This will be remembered. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is my finest work. Okay. Let's now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. So, what I've learned, our guy here, he's an esteemed artist and is working on a masterpiece. So I want to see what this masterpiece actually is. Andreas, getting on to discussion with them as well, or is that it? Is that all you're offering to me? What a cow! Who's this bloke? Who the hell are you? Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? You working today? Just taking rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He had a big rock with a plough, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Where else would I be going? Damn, Andreas, I don't know. Just making conversation. I love this guy already. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Ah, just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been travelling too much. Where was it you spent your Wonderjahr before you came to Tassing? Wonderjahr? What is this? Oh, crap. Wandering years in which a journeyman artist or craftsman travels far and wide to prove their skills. Okay, I like it. Oh, cool. So this is actually like an actual choice where we choose where we spent our time journeying. Pick a background that will affect your character choice going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. So you got Italy, got the Low Countries. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges and Ghent. Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice and Milan. Basel. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel or Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, Freiburg. I quite like the idea of the Low Countries, of Dutch and French. Antwerp, Bruges and Ghent. That's one I want to go for. But Milan and Venice and Florence are really probably good for the art. But no, very famous Dutch painters. Is Vincent van Gogh Dutch or is he French? I can't remember. Either way, he's one of the two. So let's go for the Low Countries. Antwerp, Bruges and Ghent, all the great cities of Flanders. Where's that? North and west, down by the sea. There's your problem. Sea air has confused your sense of smell. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big Jorg. Well, what do you spend all the time in Flanders doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. And another background. Businessman, rapscallion. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes and fistfights. Oh gosh. Hedonist, Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. Extremely social, wide experience in the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman, bookworm. Rapscallion and hedonist, probably not. I want Andreas to be more of a sensible person. Sensible but with a bit of character. A businessman who's quite funny. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. Bookworm. Maybe even just go for craftsman to get him, just good at art. I like the idea of bookworm. I like the idea that he reads stories and then uses those stories influence some art. I like that, so I'm going to go for bookworm. Reading mostly. Talking about books, couldn't get enough of it. Flanders are some of the most incredible manuscript illustrators in Christendom. Books they produce are treasures. Every one. I didn't realise that books meant that much to you. I've seen Father Thomas's Bible and a few other books. I haven't had much use for reading though. Anyway, I have to get going. Dog, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Big Jorg. He's already my best friend. I like Big Jorg. Look at him. So it's Peter and Big Jorg working away in the fields. Ill Peter. Wait, if that's Peter, who the hell is ill? Is that Peter's dad who's just like on the floor? God bless you, Andreas. Oh yes, Andreas. This weather's been god awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the town's not getting much of the way. I like this guy already. And of course they wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows the old ways anymore. Old Abba didn't bother us about our customs. Mind if we left a little offering to Percher to keep the skies clear? The weather fair. Who's Percher? Pagan goddess. Okay, that's brilliant. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. Oh god. The church banned all observances of pagan. Well, no one told Percher that. She was here first. Saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Rannig Kemper knew that. Rannig Kemper, the late husband of Attilia. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. I won't mention that at the Abbey. Pah! The Abbey. Percher's hounds take the abbot. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Ill Peter, what a lad. Okay, so you can run or you can walk. Let's sprint. We've got places to be, guys. Town Commons, let's go. Andres Schmidt's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Andres here, let's speak to this the smith. Oh, Andreas, good timing. You have a moment to lend me a hand? I think we should. He seems like a decent chap. Wonderful. I've got too many irons in the fire, or rather, horseshoes. Counted how many I put in. Now I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Oh, is this like a little mini game? This, but the hot part of the shoe on the anvil, and I'll hit it with a hammer. Okay, so I should have to press. I thought he was going to do it manually. Okay. Like a little mini game. I wouldn't say there's much to the mini game, but still. Good. Next one. Ah, well done. See? Short work. So the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all of those at once. Sure it'd be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. Yeah, have you ever considered an apprentice? I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. Who's Bert? Oh, is this little Bert down there? Okay. Claws would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you and Otto up by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Until then. So, that's, is it Endris? Yeah, that's Endris. Some sheep over here. Bloody hell, that's a lot of sheep. Martin, could you please give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks like a lot standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Oh, morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell, and the sheep started hopping it. Martin, idiot, you going to help them? Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steiner's place. Steiner's place. Oh, gosh. Are they the taxman? That looks like some sort of nobleman. Maybe like the mayor or the... Who's that on the horse? Looks rich, yeah. Good one, Martin. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky's giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that walks up since Peter and Clara's wedding, when Johann pulled his pants down. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind Stonemason's anger. Think he's a noble. He looks really rich. Oh, damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What on, Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Chris, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get down. Jeez. Wow. Don't work too hard, Martin. Martin doesn't give two tosses, does he? What's going on up here, though? How do we get up there? Maybe we have to keep moving leftwards. Why are there little sheep everywhere? Oh my gosh. Right, I think if we move up this road... Oh no! The sheep block it? Okay, I think we just actually had to run this way, not the other way. So, Church and Druckers, I assume, will then meet up. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe the sheep need to be cleared before we can go speak to that other guy. Drucker House. Claws. What the hell is he saying? Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Claws. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. You really need to see those new woodcuts. I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. I didn't realise Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas, he's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... Your sloppy typesetting, I love it. Well, not all of us have the luxury of taking days to write a single page for a book, Journeyman Mailer. Only Journeyman Mailer for a few more months, then Master. Great, then you can take a week for a single page and they'll probably pay you double for it. See, now you're thinking like a master artist. Too bad you're a printer. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Of course. Great, I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. So, this is Klaus, I assume it's Klaus Drugger. Not Drugger, oh my gosh. He's just a drug lord. No, Klaus Drucker. We're going to see him for Dindins. Thomas. Oh, what a guy. Master Mailer, I hope your week's going well. Oh, that's nice. How nice. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I apologize, Father Thomas. I promise I'll make it to you up this Saturday. Or this Sunday, whatever it said. You don't have to make a promise to me. But our salvation is contingent on the... Oh gosh, it's these guys again. Oh my! What a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. These guys do not look friendly at all. Master Mailer, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms. Say that. Worms, prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire. So in the Holy Roman Empire, and it's a big free city. Okay, located on the Rhine River, Worms. I don't want to say worms. Worms is not like it should be called that, so it probably is like worms. Has been seen the site many imperial diets. Okay. Hey, good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbours were as welcoming. Well, yes. Brings you back to our little town. My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck. It was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles, the Emperor's Diet. An imperial diet and an assembly of the three colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire. Princes, the prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. Okay, the Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Who was the artist, my lord? Yes, this is a good question. I'm sure you know him. An older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the emperor. I'm sorry, my lord. I'm not sure who you mean. Have you not heard of Arblag Dürer? Pity. I thought he was known across the empire. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kirsau. Wow, I haven't heard of a lot of these places actually. I heard Father Matthias died shortly. Oh my god, okay. A great loss for the abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historica. I can't even say something. My goodness, apologies. An account of the early history of Tassing. Hirsau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. He was reading to my last. Okay. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Here, boy. Ah, yes, him. But I must be off. There'll be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the abbey through Father Gernot, and I've come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you've come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. Not quite a true master, but I still have a lot to learn. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the abbey scriptorium. A Nuremberger artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Well, I'm already late, so fucking Oh, gosh. Of course, my lord. It would be an honour. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the induction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table. Is the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he gonna do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. We had supper. We had supper with Klaus. Oh gosh. Miklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. Okay, so potentially dinner with the Baron at the abbey. So then a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. You said you were unmarried? No, I'm not married. In truth, I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. In university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities in the empire. It's located near its heart. It's been home to a respected university since 1379 and is a centre for humanist thought. Erfurt, wonderful. Same university as Martin Luther. Who is Martin Luther? I do. Who is a historical figure, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, were recently published and distributed in the empire. Fascinating. Wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's brave. A brilliant man. Wait. May have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. Wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they've even read his list of the 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Let's ask him the first one. Ha! No. My family is merely wealthy enough to provide me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus. Everyone in between and yet to come. Okay, so Aristotle, yeah, Greek philosopher. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher, who is his word preeminent among northern humanists, known for his works in Latin and Greek as well as its call for reform within the church. Ficino, Marsilio Ficino was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist. He was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. And Cicero, statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned operator of the late Roman Republic. Oh wow, so he's more of an ancient one then. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he's well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? More things to talk about. Got law, theology, and medicine. Theology. So with theology, understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Various knows the basics of the fractured systems of law that govern the varying states of the Holy Roman Empire. Medicine. I'm thinking... Oh, I don't know. We've said what? He's from Flanders. He visited Flanders, and he's a bookworm. So I'm thinking a bookworm and imperial law. I don't know. They all work, to be honest. Medicine, I'm thinking that later on there might be things where, someone's got an illness, we need to fix it. But theology means we can bond better with the members of the church. But imperial law might help us out. I think imperial law is just well-rounded. I'm going to go for imperial law. Law. I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. I never had much interest in this subject, honestly. A bit dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Draconian law, nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense than learn it myself. He doesn't seem too happy with the fact that we chose law. He can go fuck himself, though. You silly man. You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Lorenz Ravogel! Birch's dog! Tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. Yes. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium. Yes? You have a favourite subject? Okay. I'm gonna have a quick read through these. I think of which one was interesting for the character. I like Latinist. I like that one. But we've gone with the law, the study of Holy Roman Empire, imperial law. The idea that we've got that sort of old Roman thought as well. Know a bit of Latin. And know about how a bit of history of that. I like that one a lot. A focus on Latin. It's useful in so many ways, but especially for understanding manuscripts. Wonderful. A beautiful language used in the greatest empire of the ancient world. Tell me, what is your favourite sentia? I can't even say these words, oh my goodness. Sententia, commonly understood, moral maxims, typically originated from the ancient Rome or Greece. They may be employed as a sort of quasi-logical rhetorical shorthand among educated audiences. Okay. Everyone enjoys this. What? I want to pick that one. I want to pick that one so bad. That's why I do it. Producing Erasmus is cheating. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is prominent among the northern humanists. He's known for his works in Latin. Okay, maybe that is an actual quote then. A little, but Erasmus was paraphrasing Aristotle. Fair, if you don't mind dipping your Latin cup into a Greek well. In your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? So we've got for the Latin, maybe, orator, the idea of being a good public speaker, persuasive teacher. I'm going to go for that one. I like that one. Art of persuasion, naturally, rhetoric. I assume you studied the Greeks and the Romans both. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. Let me look these people up. Yeah, we've seen them too. Augustine, Saint Augustine of Hippo, was an early Christian philosopher, theologian, and bishop of Hippo Regius. Thomas Aquinas, an immensely influential philosopher, theologian, and jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. Hey, brilliant. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly. The doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move their mind towards Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid though. I suppose an artist has little sorry, I've got the voice. I suppose the artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true. Rhetoric is also an art, and like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily as in the streets of a rural town, as in the curia of Rome. Well put. There's the abbey. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kersau at all? My family has been patrons of Kersau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kersau still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. Ooh, this is as good a place as any to create art. Certainly, but I'm not sure you miss the comforts of Nuremberg when you're stuck in a drafty old abbey like this. I do, but the abbey is paying good money, good enough to put up with a bit of discomfort. I'll get back there soon enough. I'm in no rush. That's good for me, since I still appreciate the abbey's work. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gunnar a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check in on the progress. Wait, you the artist working on it? A prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do not know the artist well. The venerable brother Piero. How venerable? Still has his wits and his skull. His skills, His skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with colour. And I very much look forward to seeing it. Baron Lorenz, what a geezer. I thought this guy was going to be a jackass, but he's actually not too bad. He's been quite nice to me, so I don't have too many issues with him. And look at that, they're actually riding. Are those mules? Are they mules? Yeah, they look like mules to me. If they're not mules, they're like, I don't know. They're very odd-looking horses, so, and they're definitely not donkeys either. Miklaus, tend to the horses and the. Oh, they are horses. God, they're very strange looking horses. No, let's tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, me lord. Right. Finally entering the... We've had so much chatter about the Abbey. Let's see what's actually all about. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Hello. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Haza is a place out of time in more ways than one. Why were they closed? Monks and nuns living side by side cannot behave themselves. I don't blame them though. The church shouldn't either. It's just human nature after all. Who's this geezer? Is this the abbot? Ah, you must be Father Ganot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rufford. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me. I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I rode ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Oh, yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Do you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I'll meet you there. Oh, Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron. I need you in the scriptorium. No! Ooh. Is this an advance to ask for my advance payment? Why are you taking it out of me? Of course, I'm going to get to work. Then get to work! Ooh, this guy does not seem pleased. Shit. Should have asked him about an advance for the Gertner's taxes. Oh, I probably actually should have brought that up. I can't imagine it would have made much difference. So he probably would have said no, but you never know, you never know. Right, I have control again. And what is this actually? This is the map. So, I assume we're here in the Abbey. And this is the, wow, this is the map of the actual, quite big one, isn't it? Let's have a look around. Shrine. Convent garden. Let's have a look here in the convent garden. Ah, feverfew. It always smells so fresh. Okay, I'm gonna have a little look around. Oh, the prioress's house. Probably not allowed in here. Get booted out very quickly. Cecilia. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Something I can help with. I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. What concern is it of to you? Concern of it is yours. I mean, you said much in saying nothing. Oh, but if that's speaking there. And now I'll say even less. Wow, she was not up for any sort of chat with us. Let's keep having a look around. We've got the Upper Abbey. We've got... This one must be leading to the rest of the convent. Not for me. Okay. Convent... Aquarium, is it called? Healing of Hildegard of Bingen. Cecilia's favourite. Through here. Doors into the convent are locked outsiders. Men at least. Yeah, it probably is quite a restricted place. So probably not stay here too much longer. What are these? It's like a little herb garden. That thing is lucky to have so much wound works naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Let's chat to the sisters here. Sophie. God bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean, no offence, Master Mailer. I cannot speak with men. Oh, my apologies. Ah, and this is about you, sister. Yeah, that does make a bit of sense. Speak to Matilda's probably going to say the same thing, though. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men. It's just necessary to perform our work. Ah, forgive me. Sorry. Thank you, Master Mailer. Let's get out of here. Quick, quick. Go, 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 go. Upper Abbey, let's head back. So we're in the Upper Abbey. There's even more nuns here. I thought I thought this place was the actual abbey itself. Maybe this is like the nuns' abbey then. Brother Matayu maintains a shrine along with some of the sisters who paint by pilgrims. Up here, what is this? Reliquary containing the hand of the saint Moritz, who is said to have once held the holy lance. What the hell is the holy lance? Also called the spear of destiny, or the lance of Longinus. It is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance and several places claim to possess it. Saint Moritz. Saint Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic. Sal's shrine. Okay, I'm not going to bother speaking to these nuns because they're probably going to say the same thing about, we don't like speaking to men. I'm going to leave that one for now. But we've got the church there and the cloister here. Let's go in the cloister and start exploring some of these rooms. Infirmary. Oh, look at this. Look at this geezer. It looks like he's served some time. Saint Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of heat. Florian. That looks pretty nasty. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well. Thank God. Why does it keep showing God as in red? I don't understand why it's doing that. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe you may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. Quite interested in it. Can you read Italian? Oh no, little Italian. My Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time. I'm sure he'll make time. He's a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. What I'm assuming is if we'd picked earlier the background as visiting Italy, I assume we could have actually helped Brother Florian there, but there'll be plenty more opportunities for us to, you know, speak some Dutchy. So I'm not too fussed about that. Yeah, let's keep exploring the area. We've got chapter house there, monastery, locurium, large garden, courtyard and lavatorium. Who the hell is this guy? Doesn't look like he fits in a medieval abbotry. Not abbotry, what was it? A medieval abbey. God give you health, Master Maida. Brother Sabat, I'm surprised to see you're still here. As I am, but I'll be leaving soon, returning to Rome. Is this guy Egyptian? Though outshone by its northern neighbour Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church, an impressive centre for the arts. I and my bishop regret that we could not receive Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed me much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many years ago. Will you remain in Rome? That is up to my bishop, but I'll miss these mountains in any case. Go to Ethiopia, Master Mela, and see the highlands. Ethiopia? Christ, that must be a fucking trek to get from Ethiopia to what? Holy Roman, the middle of the Holy Roman Empire. Gee. God has blessed my home with wondrous beauty. I would love to someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open up my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you're ever in Rome, I may still be around. I would like that. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. Townsfolk? I'm accustomed to strange looks, especially in river places like these, but I've had a kind word with the baker and his wife. Oh, yes, the albums. Ulrich and Gret. I offer to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I can certainly make the time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. So, that, guys, I am ready to head off. It's very late for me. I had a long day at work. I'm exhausted. But I also want to be energized and full of life for when we continue this, because I assume we're going to get more into the juicy stuff now. Something's got to happen. This game, I've heard, is amazingly good with the story, so I know it's going to pick up at some point. So I want to be ready for that. I don't want to let this video drag on with me slowly exploring while I'm getting a bit tired. So, I'm going to end the video there. really hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. So far, we're just sort of getting into the pace of it, learning about Master Mailer, the artist. We're sort of slowly picking his background, choices and all stuff like that, getting to know some of the characters. But again, I literally have no clue. I'm not making any of this. I generally couldn't be any the wiser of what even remotely happens soon. But I'm assuming that something big's gonna go down, something like an invasion or a murder or something big. So I'm excited to see it. But yeah, if you've enjoyed, please leave a like, guys. If you want to see more of this content or just more sort of single player story coverage like this, then please do make sure to subscribe. But yeah, I will see you in episode 2. Thanks for watching, guys. The next one.